amongst us as the chief guest for the Convocation Ceremony. On this auspicious day, 11 officers of MTech Structural Engineering Course Serial 12 will be conferred upon the MTech degrees, and 24 officers of Technical Entry Scheme Course Serial 43 Civil and Mechanical shall be conferred upon the BTech degree. Request Lieutenant General A.K. Ramesh, Sena Medal, Commandant, College of Military Engineering, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Respected ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Commandant and the entire fraternity of the College of Military Engineering, it is my honor and proud privilege to extend heartfelt gratitude to Professor Dr. Shanti Shri Dhulipudi Pandit, Vice-Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University, for gracing this momentous occasion with her presence as our chief guest. Ma'am, we are truly privileged to have had you preside over today's convocation ceremony. Your presence has added immense value to this solemn and celebratory event. It has been a moment of pride for us all to witness the conferring of awards and degrees under your distinguished auspices. Today, the 5th of June 2025, marks a milestone in the professional journey of the officers of the graduating courses Master of Technology in Civil Structural Engineering Course Serial 12 and Technical Entry Scheme Course Serial 43. Your inspiring address, along with the words of wisdom shared by the Commandant and the Dean, will surely guide and motivate these young engineers as they move forward in pursuit of technical excellence and combat readiness in the service of the nation. In the end, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the officers, faculty, staff and men who have worked tirelessly to mark this event as a resounding success. I am equally grateful to the distinguished guests and attendees whose presence has made this day even more memorable for our graduating officers. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. With that concluding note, ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to kindly rise for the national anthem.
Our chief guest, Professor Dr. Shanti Shri Dhulipudi Pandit, Vice-Chancellor, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, parents and family members of the graduating courses, members of the faculty and staff of CME, student officers, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day and we are honored by the presence of Dr. Shanti Shri Pandit on this momentous occasion of the Convocation Ceremony of Masters of Technology in Structural Engineering Course Serial number 12 and the Technical Entry Scheme Course Serial 43. I take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest. We are also happy to have amongst us this morning the proud parents and families of the graduating courses. A hearty welcome to each one of you. The college is distinctly privileged to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest. Professor Shanti Shri Pandit is the 13th Vice-Chancellor of JNU since 7th of February 2022, and she holds the distinction of being the first woman to be appointed to this chair. An outstanding academician, a teacher and a researcher, she has a brilliant record both as a distinguished educationist and an administrator. Let me take this opportunity to highlight you all with some of her achievements. An outstanding student since the school days, she earned first class with distinction in 10th standard and was the best all-round student in 12th standard. She is a gold medalist in BA and topper in MA from the Presidency College Madras. Dr. Pandit went on to complete her MPhil and doctorate in international studies from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. She also holds a diploma in social work from California State University and postdoctorate work in peace and conflict studies from the Uppsala University, Sweden. Dr. Pandit has a vast research experience and teaching experience. She has taught as a lecturer at Goa University and as a senior lecturer closer home here at Pune University. She has also been a member of academic councils of University of Pune and other universities in India as a subject matter expert and upgradation of syllabus, guide and consultant for students appearing for the civil services and career counseling, and has held positions on several academic and professional bodies. She's been appointed as a member of a number of committees and boards. Notable among her varied roles are being part of the advisory committee under Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports from 1985 to 1990, National Committee on Reconciliation from 2005 to 2007, and Steering Committee for Indian Association for International Studies. Besides these, she was also the President's nominee on selection committees for 4 central universities. An expert on international relations, Asian studies, culture and foreign policy, as well as conflict, violence and gender, she has published several research papers and authored 4 books, edited 2 books on various topics. Her other literary contributions include dedicated chapters in 40 books, articles in newspapers and journals like The Hindu, New Today, Gomantak Times, Sakal, and monthly columns on international affairs in the New Swatantra Times. She has also served as the Vice President of IPCA from 2012 to 2015 and later on was nominated as the President in 2021. She is also a member of the Government of India national committees like the NAC, CSIR, ICSSR, ICCR, IIAS, MAKA-IAS and MPISS. She has been active in student and cultural organizations connected with working of social service institutions, founding member of 2 organizations working for society, New Life for India movement and Youth Forum for Gandhian Studies. She has been conferred with the honorary rank of Colonel by the Ministry of Defence for contributions to the National Cadet Corps in January 2024. A multilinguist and a polyglot with command over as many as 9 languages, Dr. Pandit has a long list of awards to her credit, notably among them the Youth Forum for Gandhian Studies Chennai Women Educator Award in 2003, as also the Vice-Tech Award for Women Leaders in the Next Decade as the Educator Award in 2003, the Veer Savarkar Award for Education in Pune in May 2020, Srimati Sushma Swaraj Stree Shakti Award in May 2022, the World Peace Award in 2022, the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Award in 2023, the Business India Women Educationists 2022, 23 and 24, the India Today 23-24 Top Women Leaders in Education Award, as well as the Devi Award for Excellence in Education in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me, we couldn't have asked for a more distinguished person to preside over this morning's proceedings. CME, ma'am, is truly honored to host Dr. Pandit, Vice-Chancellor, JNU, New Delhi, for this momentous occasion. The College of Military Engineering has a long and illustrious history of excellence and unique distinctions. Ever since its inception in 1943, the college has carved a niche for itself amongst all premier academic and technical training institutions of the Indian Army. The college prides itself in imparting all-round knowledge that enables its postgraduates, graduates, and diploma holders to apply themselves to the unique requirements of the armed forces and positively influence operational outcomes by applying their engineering knowledge and skills. The college also takes pride in its numerous contributions towards nation building and distinction in sports such as rowing, sailing, and mountaineering. Our alumni have been associated with execution of challenging projects and tasks in the most inhospitable and inaccessible terrain, both in India and abroad, undaunted by adversities of terrain or other operational risks. The college is proud to be affiliated with the Jawaharlal Nehru University and its degrees recognized by the All India Council for Technical Education. I am also happy to mention here that CME was awarded A+ grading by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council for the year 2024. The college has been entrusted with the responsibility by Headquarter Army Training Command to be the center of expertise for technology absorption and innovation in 7 distinct areas of operational relevance, as well as undertake extensive studies in two operationally significant domains. Towards that end, the Sarvatra Center for Research and Innovation at this college is steadily evolving as a one-stop solution finder to varied problems faced by formation commanders and troops operating on ground, as well as serve as a playfield for innovative young minds of this college. I would like the student officers of graduating course this morning to bear in mind that as you step out of the portals of this institute, you will be faced with multifarious challenges in the field. The knowledge that you have gained here will be put to test and evaluated through the filters of combat exigencies, terrain, and resource limitations. Let me assure you that this process will demand the best of your capabilities and your wits. You will need to constantly update your knowledge and skills, adapt and innovate to succeed. I caution you not to be satisfied with what you have learned here or up till now. There is so much more left to learn to improve your technical prowess, to increase your productivity, and to stay relevant in this era of information overload and fast-changing technology that is applied in warfare. Always be hungry for more knowledge to hone your professional and technical skills. I am sure that you will all follow in the footsteps of your illustrious predecessors and live up to the high standards of this institution. At this juncture, may I quote the famous priest and philosopher St. Thomas Aquinas, and I quote, "If the highest aim of a captain were to preserve the ship, he would keep it in the port forever," unquote. So today, as you graduate, I implore each one of you to sail out your ships into the world of uncertainties and challenge without fear. The wishes and blessings of the entire CME fraternity are with you for a rewarding and professionally satisfying career, and we wish you success in all your future endeavors. I wish each one of you and your families the very best and exciting times ahead. At the end, I once again thank Professor Dr. Shantishri Pandit, Vice-Chancellor, Jawaharlal Nehru University, for gracing this special occasion as our chief guest. Jai Hind.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, that is the 5th of June 2025, marks an important day for the graduating student officers of Master of Technology Structural Engineering Course Serial 12 and the Technical Entry Scheme Course Serial 43. We at the College of Military Engineering take pride in congratulating these proud officers on the successful completion of their programs, namely Master of Technology in Structural Engineering and Bachelor of Technology in Civil and Mechanical Engineering streams. I shall now be presenting the course report in respect of these passing out courses. First is a Master of Technology in Structural Engineering MTech serial course, course serial number 12. 11 officers are graduating as a part of this MTech program. Collectively, the MTech Structural Engineering course has performed exceedingly well on the academic front, with 3 officers securing high first class and 8 officers securing middle first class. The average CGPA of the course is 8.31. Lieutenant Colonel Neeraj Parmar stood first in the course with a CGPA of 8.96 and is being awarded the gold medal and the GOCNC Art Track Award. The officer has also bagged the Design and Structural Dynamic Awards and also the Best Dissertation Award for his thesis, Corrosion Assessment in Steel Reinforcements using Piezoelectric Sensors for Service Life Prognosis of Concrete Structures. Lieutenant Colonel M. Velmurugan, Lieutenant Colonel More Bharat Bhushan, and Lieutenant Colonel Raghav Srivastava are being awarded special book prizes for excellence in dissertation, the first 2 in the field in the area of field work, and the third in the area of innovation, respectively. Being the senior most course in the institution, it was also heartening to witness active and spirited participation by the officers in the college sports and co-curricular activities. The course won the gold in the lawn tennis and were the overall champions They won the silver medal in the football competition and were also the semi-finalists in hockey and basketball. This course has a long list of individuals who performed exceedingly well, getting gold and silver medals in various sports categories. Some of the notable ones are Lieutenant Colonel More Bharatbhushan, who was the highest goal scorer in hockey and also received the CME merit card and was selected for the CME hockey team and also the CME cricket team. Lieutenant Colonel Vaibhav Srivastava, who won the gold medal in the table tennis competition. Lieutenant Colonel Prashant Sawant displayed excellent skills in basketball and was nominated as the captain of the CME team. The officers took on the challenge of some of the most pertinent problem statements posed by the Indian Armed Forces, and 5 officers gave technical presentations at the Institute of Engineers India Pune chapter in March 2025, which also were published in All India Seminar and Publication of Annual Technical Journals 2025. These officers are Lieutenant Colonel Manish Narayan for analysis of comprehensive strength of green concrete using Neural Designer software. Lieutenant Colonel Karan Thakur for the use of Internet of Things in structural health monitoring. Lieutenant Colonel Prashant Sawant for enhancing concrete by graphene oxide benefits and its applications. Lieutenant Colonel Vaibhav Srivastava for AI-based structural health monitoring of bridges, and Lieutenant Colonel Neeraj Parmar on the topic of corrosion assessment of reinforced concrete structures, a review. Lieutenant Colonel Neeraj Parmar also published a technical paper for Journal of System Management and Engineering on the topic corrosion assessment of steel reinforcement using piezoelectric sensors. There have been a number of other officers also who have published similar papers in various journals. I will now present the course report of TS-43 course. Technical entry scheme serial number 43 had a graduation curriculum of 4 years, out of which the last 1 year was in the CME campus, with the first 3 being at CTW. There are 24 officers in this course, 17 of whom are graduating as civil engineers and 7 as mechanical engineers. The course has also performed very well in academics, with 14 officers securing first class and 3 officers securing second class in the civil engineering stream, with an average course CGPA of 7.42. Lieutenant Priyansh Mishra stood first in the civil engineering stream with a CGPA of 8.81. In the mechanical engineering stream, 5 officers secured first class and 2 officers secured second class with an average CGPA of 7.16. Lieutenant Anshuman Chaudhary stood first in the mechanical engineering stream with a CGPA of 8.50. Amongst the youngest engineers of the Indian Army, the TS-43 course is a very talented and skilled set of officers. They performed exceedingly well in all the sports and co-curricular activities in the college. The course team was silver medalists in hockey and was semi-finalist in squash, football and basketball competition. They narrowly missed out the first position in the CME triathlon recently. I would also like to acknowledge all the officers who have shown great enthusiasm and commitment and have excelled in various sports, bringing pride to this course. Let me highlight the notable ones. Lieutenant Rahul Bahubana bagged the gold medal in the CME Open Squash tournament and is placed first in the CME college ladder. Lieutenant Alok Tomar has been awarded the CME merit card for hockey and won a medal in cross country and in the triathlon. Lieutenant Ankit Pathak won the silver medal in the CME sailing competition. Lieutenant Anshuman won the gold medal for his performance in the CME cross country, won a medal for his performance in the CME cross country championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a long list and nearly every officer of TS-43 course features in it. The college is proud of the course for the extraordinary performances in both academics and in co-curricular activities. I, on behalf of the faculty members, would like to convey our heartiest congratulations to all the graduating officers of MTech 12 and TS-43 courses and to their families and their on the proud performance on being conferred Master of Technology and Bachelor of Technology degrees today. I am certain that the curriculum at CME has not only enriched your technical knowledge, but also widened your horizon due to the diverse features of the training, which include industrial visits, seminars, site interactions. We at the faculty of the college did our best to facilitate the enhancement of wisdom and learning. Now it remains your endeavor to put this knowledge to practical utility and further it with sincerity and hard work. I am sure that you will leave no stone unturned to rise and shine as competent engineers in this profession of arms. Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed an honor for the entire college fraternity to have Professor Dr. Shantishri Dulipudi Pandit, Vice-Chancellor at Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, as the chief guest at the Convocation Ceremony today. On behalf of the College of Military Engineering, I thank her for having consented to confer the degrees upon officers of M.Tech Serial 12 and TS 43 courses by presenting the scrolls, medals and awards. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Lieutenant Colonel Karan Thakur. Lieutenant Colonel Vikas Singh. Lieutenant Colonel Amritesh Vikram. Lieutenant Colonel Prashant Sawant. Lieutenant Colonel Satyendra. Lieutenant Colonel Puneet Kumar.
For the balance officers, the scrolls will be presented along with their individual awards. Design Award, Structural Dynamics Award, Best Dissertation Award are presented to the student officers securing highest marks in the respective subject in M.Tech Structure stream. With 89.8% in design subject, 86.8% in structural dynamics and 89% in dissertation, all three awards have been won by Lieutenant Colonel Neeraj Parmar. The topic of his dissertation was Corrosion Assessment in Steel Reinforcement using Piezoelectric Sensors for Service Life Prognosis of Concrete Structures. Lieutenant Colonel Neeraj Parmar. Special book prize for outstanding dissertation fieldwork is conferred upon the officers performing exceptional fieldwork during their dissertation work. This award goes to Lieutenant Colonel More Bharatbhushan and Lieutenant Colonel M. Vedmurgan. The topic of Lieutenant Colonel Bharatbhushan's dissertation was Impact Resistance Analysis of Structures due to collision of high velocity projectile. Lieutenant Colonel More Bharat Bhushan. The topic of Lieutenant Colonel Murugan's dissertation was design, fabrication and performance evaluation of nomadic composite frames for engineering tasks in mountainous terrain. Lieutenant Colonel Murugan.
Special book prize for outstanding dissertation innovation is conferred upon officers applying latest innovation techniques during innovation and in their dissertation work. This award goes to Lieutenant Colonel Vaibhav Srivastava. The topic of officer's dissertation was Artificial Intelligence-Based Structural Health Monitoring of Bridges. Prestigious gold medal in MTech Structural Engineering discipline and GeoCNC RTAC Best Student Award for the officer standing first. Having scored a CGPA of 8.96 and having the highest total in all core subjects, both the awards go to Lieutenant Colonel Neeraj Palmar.
Now we shall have the scroll presentation for officers of Technical Entry Scheme Course Serial 43. Lieutenant Adarsh Kumar. Lieutenant Aditya Gupta. Lieutenant Alok Tomar. Lieutenant Deepak Yadav. Lieutenant Divyansh Bish. Lieutenant Harshit Kamboj. Lieutenant Tushar Samant. Lieutenant Vipul Kumar. Lieutenant Pankaj Sharma. Prathamesh Praveen Shinde. Lieutenant Rahul Bahuguna. Lieutenant Jatin Upadhyay. Lieutenant Aditya Vikram Singh Rathore. Lieutenant Pratik Singh Rothan. Lieutenant Shiv Pratap Singh.
For the balance officers, the scroll will be presented along with their awards. Bridge Engineering Award. This award is given to the officer for securing the highest marks in the subject of bridge engineering. The winner of the award is Lieutenant Shubham Singh Tawar. Advanced Structural Analysis Award, Construction Engineering Award, and Airport and Railway Engineering Award are given to the student officer securing highest marks in the subjects. The winner of all the three awards is Lieutenant Priyansh Mishra. Book prize for Integrated Project Civil. The award is given to the team of student officers whose project has been adjudged the best amongst the integrated projects in civil engineering. The project design of core equipment museum using LGSF technology has been adjudged the best project. I now call upon the team of student officers to receive the awards and scrolls. Lieutenant Ankit Pathak. Lieutenant Aman Kumar Singh. Lieutenant Shubham Singh Tawar. Gold medal in civil engineering discipline and GOCNC RTRAC award for the best student for standing first with a CGPA of 8.81. Both the awards go to Lieutenant Priyansh Mishra.
Thermodynamics Award, Machine Design Award, and Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Award are given to the student officers securing highest marks in their respective subjects. The winner of all three awards is Lieutenant Anshuman Chaudhary. Project Mechanical. This award is given to the team of student officers whose project has been adjudged the best amongst the integrated projects in mechanical engineering. The project design, development and fast erection of modular shelters in high altitude areas has been adjudged the best project. Lieutenant B.B. Vinayak Jai. Lieutenant Hemant Singh. Lieutenant Navneet Singh. Gold medal in mechanical engineering discipline and GOCNC R-Track Best Student Award for the student officer standing first in mechanical engineering stream of technical entry scheme course serial 43 is Lieutenant Anshuman Chaudhary, who is passing out with a CGPA of 8.50. Lieutenant Anshuman Chaudhary.
May I now request the chief guest to kindly deliver the valedictory address.
Commandant of CME, officiating Deputy Commandant, distinguished officers of the Armed Forces, members of the faculty, dear parents, and most importantly, the graduating cadets and officers of the College of Military Engineering. It is an honor and privilege to stand before this exemplary gathering of India's finest minds in uniform. Today, we do not merely celebrate academic excellence. We affirm our shared commitment to the idea of Bharat as a secure, self-reliant, and sovereign civilization state. Before I begin, my prayers to the victims of the Pahalgam attack and to those who died of military fire by Pakistan after Operation Sindhu. These moments are heavy to bear, but they also tell you the resilience of our people and our soldiers and their families who could put up with violence, terrorism, and threats without yielding. It reminds us that our freedom and culture are not to be taken for granted, because people, groups and organizations are so keen to see us fail and destroy our way of life as quickly as possible. Here is a tribute to all those who sacrificed and are still sacrificing. And your great institution has a long history of contributing to those sacrifices, struggles, and fighting for our freedom and a way of life. In the heart of Pune, amid the disciplined bustle of Dapodi and the legacy of CME, stands tall, not just as an institution of learning, but as a strategic pillar of India's national defense architecture. You are graduating not merely with degrees, but with a solemn responsibility. You are not just scholars, you are soldier engineers. Officers, you must have learned all there is to know about engineering and technical issues. You must be familiar with the military history of our great nation, and you must have read up on the strategic wisdom of our thinkers. But let me add something to your corpus of knowledge. As a political scientist and administrator and researcher, traveling countries over the years, engaging in political and larger strategic discourse, let me tell you some things that might be useful for you in the future as you serve this great nation. The world you should know of, a nation on the rise. Graduating today means stepping out of a world more volatile, complex, interdependent than ever before. This is the world you should know of, a world where technology disrupts borders, cyber attacks undermine sovereignty, and engineered narratives shape geopolitical outcomes. It is a world where the old doctrines of diplomacy have collapsed under the weight of asymmetry, hybrid warfare, and proxy battles. But it is today a world where India stands tall, emerging not just as a regional anchor, but as a global conscience. From Chandrayan's lunar precision to the spiritual strength of Bharat's civilizational dharma, from the doctrine of Atmanirbhar Bharat to our digital public infrastructure and AI contributions, India today is not just participating in global politics, it is shaping it. What makes India the envy of many is not merely our GDP or military strength, it is the resilience of our people, the clarity of our policies, and the civilization that has endured while empires have crumbled. It is this India that you now serve. Officers, where do you stand in it? Your institution, the College of Military Engineering, is one of the most unique institutions in the world. Since its inception in 1943 and its rebirth in Pune post-independence, CME has grown into a center of excellence where innovation, field application, and national service converge. Learning with officers and personnel from the different branches of the armed forces of not only India but with friendly foreign countries, you must have realized that it is beyond engineering and technicalities, but in mission resilience, network warfare, infrastructure diplomacy, and more importantly, war of narratives. Through your affiliation with the Jawaharlal Nehru University, India's topmost university, CME stands at the intersection of battlefield application and academic rigor, and it is your job to carry this forward. The world you enter from here is one beyond engineering and military doctrine, but one where technological mastery is a prerequisite tool for you to preserve and to assert the sovereign status of India. You are not merely engineers, you are the architects of India's deterrence. 2. India has changed for good, and Operation Sindoor represents the change doctrine that redefines national will. To understand your relevance to society and your country's progress, you must understand the doctrine from which you are graduating. India's national security philosophy is no longer one of ambiguity and endurance. It is now of clarity and consequence and retaliation. The Pahalgam attack, barbaric, targeted and state-sponsored, was not the first provocation, but it was a final trigger. In response, India launched the Operation Sindoor, a calibrated, multi-domain retaliation that changed our national security paradigm. Sindoor is not just a military operation, it is a declaration. It asserts that India will not absorb terrorism as a cost of geography or diplomacy. It will retaliate. It will define the escalation matrix, and it will punish aggression through strength, not speeches. The significance of the operation lies in the operational brilliance and the strategic symbolism. Precision drone strikes, coordinated tri-services posture, cyber security forces blocked over 1.5 million cyber intrusions. The suspension of the Indus Water Treaty was a bold geopolitical signal that water, like diplomacy, must be reciprocal. Let me be clear, Operation Sindhu is not an end. It is the beginning of the new strategic era. It asserts India will not be blackmailed by nuclear threats. India will retaliate across domains: military, cyber, diplomatic, hydrological. India will punish not only terrorists, but the systems that nourish them. India will shape the narrative before it is shaped by others. This is the doctrine you are part of, and it is the doctrine you must help sustain through your preparedness, innovation, and unapologetic assertion of our national interest. This is the world, and you are now a part of this world. Deterrence is not a slogan. It is infrastructure, data, logistics, and precision, the very things you have been trained for. In the past, India made some strategic errors, trusting third parties to resolve internal issues, internationalizing domestic concerns, and assuming restraint would earn respect. No longer. Operation Sindhu decisively rejected any third-party mediation. You now join the ranks of those who protect not just the land, but the idea of Bharat, one that defines its borders, asserts its interests, and stands firm on the red lines. You are the sentinel, and not just the territory, but the truth. The greatness you inherit, Bharat as a civilizational power. Graduating today also means that you carry forward the legacy of Bharat, not merely India as a political entity, but as a civilizational force. The world marvels at India's diversity, that's what makes us exceptional in our unity, and unity in moral clarity and our continuity across the millennia. It is this India that has earned the respect of all around the world for its clarity, consistency, and courage. And now, dear graduates, this is the India that trusts you. You are the custodians of India's strategic future. Let us be clear, you are not graduating into a peace lull. You are stepping into a theater where India is rising. And India's rise is being watched with envy and anxiety. The world respects us, but many are unsettled by our rise. Your role is to ensure this rise is irreversible. You will build bridges in terrains that quake. You will develop roads in snow-clad front lines. You will code networks and repel cyber invasions. And you will serve with the quiet dignity that has always marked the Indian soldier. You are now the part of the doctrine that no longer allows Pakistan to hide behind non-state actors. You are part of a generation that has rejected the fatalism of strategic restraint and adopted strategic clarity of national interest. Technology and AI as the new frontiers of India's future battles. Graduates, in the world you are stepping into, engineering is no longer limited to physical realm. Infrastructure has merged with intelligence. AI and machine learning are no longer civilian luxuries. They are becoming military necessities. In the cyber warfare phase of Operation Sindhu, we witnessed a dramatic evolution. For the first time, cyberspace became an active theater of conflict. It is not science fiction, it is your battlefield. Whether it's drones with loitering munitions, surveillance systems enhanced by machine vision, or scarce battlefield communication network shielded from Chinese interception, your job is of an engineer with precision, shield with foresight, and innovate with intent. Technology, when harnessed ethically and intelligently, is the greatest force multiplier of national good. India has already taken bold steps with defense space missions, Make in India for defense, and the indigenization of key technologies like drones, radars, underwater systems, and cyber firewalls. The new India needs you, not just to build bunkers or repair bridges, but to design systems that deter aggression, infrastructure that survives hybrid attacks, and networks that confuse enemy sensors. Ethics, leadership, and warriors conquer ideal. While technological mastery and strategic competence are essential, never forget that you are the moral agents of the great Republic of India. Power must be paired with principle. Precision must be driven by purpose. As military engineers, you are the inheritors of a long tradition of ethical statecraft, stretching from Chanakya to General Karyappa and General Timmaiya, from Arthashastra to Atmanirbhar Bharat. When you command, when you innovate, and when you deploy, ask yourself not only what is possible, but what is just, necessary, and wise. In a world fractured by conflict and cynicism, your example as a warrior scholar is crucial. You represent dignity in discipline, primacy in force, and justice in judgment. CME has trained you not only in calculation and fieldcraft, but also in values that anchor leadership, accountability, clarity, resilience, and courage. You are part of the future, and the future is to build where Bharat that leads. So I would basically say that, dear officers, today is not just a convocation. It is a call to action. Let your minds be scientific, your hearts patriotic, and your purpose national. Be unafraid to innovate. Be relentless in your discipline. Be uncompromising in your ethics. Today, India is not a country seeking relevance. It is a nation that sets terms, defines futures, and reshapes balances. From the Gangayan to Ayushman Bharat, from anti-terror strikes to free trade agreements, India is becoming the enemy of many because it is now leads without arrogance and defends without hesitation. You are now part of this assertive, visionary, ethical India. When you serve at the LOC, in the Saichen glaciers, or in Arunachal, when you build critical infrastructure in Ladakh, or command cyber security infrastructure in parts of country, remember you are not just doing a job. You are honoring a civilization. You are defining a republic. You are building the next 100 years of Vikasit Bharat. Finally, the spirit of CME is the spirit of India. As you walk out of this campus, remember these three lessons. Precision is power. Your training gives you the ability to make choices that protect lives and ensure victory. Never compromise on excellence. Duty is dignity. In a world of temptations, your uniform is your compass. Serve with pride, serve with humility. Free Bharat is rising, and it rises with every bridge you build, every system you secure, every conflict you de-escalate through strength. Let your legacy be one of courage with character, knowledge with purpose, and power with principle. The world, you should know, is now waiting for you to lead. Once again, I congratulate the cadets and the officers. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
May I now request the Chief Guest to kindly sign the roll of honor. May I now request officiating Commander, Faculty of Electrical and Mechanical Engineering to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.